Hello and welcome everyone to Silver Asset of the Day for the 27th of August 2021, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as we get towards the end of the week here, what do you need to be aware of? Firstly, as we identified with you at the start of the week and also on the week ahead commodity report, we did see that impulse move to the upside for palladium, for copper, for gold, and this enabled us to bank into strength at the start of the week. In fact, with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, we locked in 6,000 points profit just on Tuesday. So of course, for every one lot contract that you'd be trading, that's $60,000 of profit. For every 10 lot contract that you'd be trading, that's $600,000 of profit. So where we're poised at the moment, as we get towards the end of the week here, where it relates specifically to silver, in the last week, we have seen overall hedge funds and money managers, they've trimmed their net long position by 2% in the last week. And as a result, we have seen actually silver under a bit more pressure later on in the week, not really being able to have the same magnitude of a move to the upside as copper and palladium. Palladium is up 8.5% this week. Copper's up 3%. In fact, oil prices, they're up 9% as well. So we've seen a great move over the course of the first 3 days of the week. And now what we've seen towards the end of the week is some profit taking here ahead of Friday's Jackson Hole Symposium. We've seen capital start to shift back into the dollar as essentially markets are moving into risk off. Traders are taking some profit off the table. They're moving back into cash. That's propelling the dollar higher. And now many traders and investors, they're waiting for comments from Jerome Powell from the Jackson Hole Symposium to really dictate the big moves in the market that we'll see later on in the session on Friday. So with that will create a lot of volatility. And of course, with volatility comes big opportunities as well for you to capitalize on. Not only do we have Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, we have a number of different Fed officials speaking throughout the day. So certainly you should be able to observe that volatility right the way through Friday's US session, which then brings us back to silver again here. So right now, the gold silver ratio is actually broken out 1.5% to the upside, which in the short term does benefit gold over silver. In fact, at the beginning of the week, we actually trimmed some more profits off our overall long position on gold. We took 2 positions off the table, in fact, banking 1,500 points profit at $1,803.50. That was the position that we managed to enter into on the recent sell-off where gold dropped down over $100 move to the downside within the matter of 24 hours after that non-farm payroll in the first week of August. We then subsequently had the slingshot move higher, over $100 move to the upside. Now moving back to silver here. So silver right now is trading at $23.50 per ounce. We mentioned to you last week, the expectation on silver would be that you wouldn't spend long below $23 per ounce. That was the zone that we would expect buyers to come back in between 23 down to 22 US dollars per ounce. In fact, on Friday last week, silver very briefly broke below $23, only to close back above that zone. And then this week, we've broken out almost to 24 US dollars per ounce. We're retracing again in the lead up to the Jackson Hole Symposium. Right now, though, we are favouring industrial metals where we have built a number of positions over the last week, which we've been able to bank a windfall amount of profit at the beginning of the week. We've also locked in further profits on gold. Another point to note is typically the dollar index does pick up momentum as we move into the month of September. Going into next week, we're going to be moving into the final 2 days of August, particularly where markets have had some big moves to the upside. Equities are broken out to all-time highs over the last couple of sessions here. So you could see more profit taking at the beginning of next week, which would then drive capital into the dollar, and strength from the dollar can create pressure on certainly some of the precious metals. So just be aware of that you may see certainly a bit more choppy price action at the beginning of next week as we see more capital flow into the dollar. But for now, we're very well positioned to capitalize on the current market volatility. As you know, commodities, they don't move up in a straight line, they zigzag. And that's where you want to make sure that you're constantly being nimble in the market, banking to strength, reloading at lows, getting nice and early to trade so that you're not getting delayed confirmations like many technical traders out there that keep buying in too late into a move and they find they keep getting trapped in a position and they just keep getting chopped up, which we definitely don't want for you. This is where you want to be trading the same way as the hedge funds, money managers, the banks and the institutions, utilizing data, market intelligence, statistics, awareness of the daily, the weekly, the quarterly, the monthly cycles in the market. Alongside that, of course, understand sentiment, capital flows, very important, particularly over each quarter. Alongside that, understand the macroeconomics, fundamentals, the biggest events which will have the highest impact on commodities so that you can benefit fast on some of these impulse moves like we've just seen in the last few days over palladium and copper, with palladium having the biggest one-day move since May of 2020. And alongside that, be aware of the intermarket correlations in the market, the ratios, and of course understand how the banks, institutions, hedge funds and money managers are positioned in the market. That will help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to join our community of successful traders, learn the research-driven approach to the market, and join our professional mentorship program, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click on the link below today's report in order to make an application to join our professional mentorship program.